Hello, this is baby BBB's mom. I love watching Julia Pacheco's low cost and easy healthy cooking recipes for a family, and I was wondering to myself how much would it cost to buy her ingredients in New York City. So, without further ado, here is buying Julia Pacheco's shopping list in New York City. How much more is it? Here is everything Miss Pacheco bought in her video, 7 cheap and fancy crock pot dinners for $22. I'll pause a bit on this slide to give you time to read. Right, thank you. So here's the total Miss Pacheco spent, $22.46. I believe this was at Walmart, maybe in Utah. So here's my Queens New York City modified shopping list. Some key substitutions. I couldn't find frozen ground turkey, and the pound of frozen pork sausage I saw was the same price as a pound of fresh low fat ground turkey, so I just went with the fresh ground turkey. They were actually having a sale on chicken drumsticks, so I was able to get a good deal there. For the price comparison, I bought 2 cans of black beans instead of 1 can black beans and 1 can chili beans, since the chili beans were pretty expensive. I was still curious about the chili beans, so I bought a can of that in the extra shopping list. More on that later. Surprisingly, the salsa was really expensive. There was no way I could buy a 24-ounce jar of salsa at a reasonable price, but luckily I found a 16-ounce jar for not too much more. I substituted low sodium chicken bouillon for regular chicken bouillon. It wasn't that much more expensive, and I think it's healthier. I could not find a 1 pound bag of rice, but the 2 pound bag of rice I found was pretty inexpensive, so I decided it was a reasonable substitute. They were running a sale on buy one big can, get one big can free. So I ended up getting a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Instead of the 14-ounce. Unfortunately, it did not have celery or green peppers, but the crushed tomatoes had basil and sea salt. I wasn't sure how big a bottle she got of the barbecue sauce, but I ended up buying the family size, which I think was 10 ounces bigger and had a lower unit price. The unit price was even lower than the generic brand. Also, I was really tempted to buy guava or mango barbecue sauce, but I'm watching my sugar right now, so I decided against it. And also, they were really expensive. Everything else was generally the same, except her recipe called for a yellow onion, and I got a white one due to the price being lower. So my New York City Queens total was $43.73 at Key Food in Jackson Heights, New York. Although it was almost twice what Julia paid, I think if I can get 7 dinners for 2 adults out of this, it should be pretty good. It comes out to a little over $3.12 per serving. I've actually already cooked 2 out of the 7 recipes and got 4 servings for the salsa chicken and rice and 3 servings of the ground turkey chili, with 1 more serving of ground turkey chili in the fridge for tomorrow. So, what else did I buy? 1 tub of sour cream. Honestly, I probably could have skipped this. The chili is really flavorful, and I kept forgetting to put on sour cream, though I do think it would be a nice addition. I bought 4 cans of sardines. This is a special kind of sardine I buy, although it's a new flavor I haven't tried. This kind doesn't have a metal top, just a plastic seal, so I'm not afraid I'll cut myself when I open it or whenever I rinse the tin. I got 2 packs of shredded cheese. They were running a sale, and I thought I could use it on the chili and the burrito bowl. I forgot to use it on the chili so far, but we can always use shredded cheese. It's a good protein for me too on my keto diet. I got 2 heads of cauliflower to make my cauliflower rice. I price checked this against the frozen kind and decided it would be cheaper to make myself fresh. So, since some of Miss Pacheco's recipes call for rice, I wanted a keto substitute. and 2 cartons of 12 dozen jumbo eggs each. The price wasn't too bad, and eggs are a great source of cheap protein on the keto diet. I also use them a lot in keto cakes and breads. 1 packet of taco seasoning. Some of Miss Pacheco's recipes call for this, and I always see the huge container she has at home, so honestly, I was curious. 1 can of chili beans. Given the price, I couldn't justify it. Including it in Julia's shopping list, but I was very curious about the taste, so I included it in the extras shopping list. 1 quart of 2% organic milk. This was on sale, and my son needs to drink milk. 1 more white onion. My partner advised me to always buy more onion than I need in case one of the onion turns out to be bad. Once I needed 1 onion for a recipe, and I only bought one, and it was a bad onion. So after that, I always buy more than one, even if the recipe only calls for one. So my Queens New York City extra shopping list total was $41.40. Wow. So I paid almost as much for my extra shopping list as I did for Julia's shopping list. So really, I think Julia's shopping list is an excellent value. As I said, I already cooked 2 of her recipes, the salsa chicken and rice and the ground turkey chili. Each meal had servings for at least 4 adults. So my partner used 2.5 cups of rice for 3 adults, in addition to the head of cauliflower rice I made. We had some leftover uncooked pumpkin, which I thought would be a good idea to add to the chili. And we had 2 onions at home, so I used a full onion instead of a quarter of an onion. Okay, so on to the shopping montage. So here's the price of the ground pork. I'm just taking it out so you can look at the brand and the poundage price. And as you can see, it's the same price as the fresh turkey. There was turkey that was $1 cheaper, but it had more fat, and I wanted to be healthier. If you do eat pork, the pork would have probably been tastier with the extra fat and spices. Here's the price for the chicken drumsticks. I hunted through the drumsticks to find the 2 cheaper packs, but I didn't go through all of them. As you can see, here are the price for the chili beans. They had a lot of different kinds of black beans, which were also located in different parts of the store. I think I was able to find the cheapest price. Interestingly, I was also able to find canned veggies, but I think that the frozen veggies might be healthier. So here are the black beans I ended up buying and the price of the chili beans again. It was so hard to find cheap salsa. I may be shopping at the wrong supermarket because salsa should be pretty inexpensive near me. It's a very Latin food, and this is a heavily populated neighborhood with many Latinx individuals. When I looked at the chicken bouillon, the low sodium one was slightly more expensive, but I think it's worth it since it was healthier. I tried looking at the ingredients and nutrition information since sometimes companies add in more sugar to offset the lower sodium, but it looks safe. These were all the rice bags I found. I'm pretty sure I found the lowest price for the amount of rice. I didn't want to buy too much rice since typically we use a special Asian brand and we have a ton of rice at home. One pound bag of lentils. I think this was the only brand selling 1 pound bags in the supermarket. 1 pound of lentils goes a really long way. And here were the prices for crushed tomatoes. I didn't do too deep a dive into diced tomatoes since there was a buy one get one free sale, but I ended up getting the diced tomatoes even cheaper. I was surprised when I looked at the receipt, but it was a nice surprise. Here are the two barbecue sauces. They look similar in size, but if I'm not mistaken, the one on the left has 10 more ounces. These were the mango and guava barbecue sauces I wanted to try. Maybe next time. And here you can see that the store brand is not cheaper than the family size of the barbecue by unit price anyway. I think there were 4 different brands of frozen mixed vegetables. I'm pretty sure I got the cheapest per unit one, and it surprisingly wasn't the store brand. So here you can see the second kind of steamed mixed vegetables, which is, I think, 12 ounces bag. And this one was the third kind of, oh no, that was the rice cauliflower. This is the third kind of steamed mixed vegetable. And this one was the fourth steamed mixed vegetable. Normally I buy the peeled baby carrots. The price isn't that much different in my book because I just don't want the hassle of peeling carrots. However, I noticed the bag of carrots was twice the size of the peeled baby carrots. And of course, for this comparison video, I want to be as close as possible to Miss Pacheco's shopping list. So I already had some peeled baby carrots at home, so I ended up buying a 2-pound bag of regular long carrots. Here are the prices for the onions. As you can see, the white onions are the cheapest. I normally never buy one bulb of garlic alone, but I did for this video since Miss Pacheco did. So this total is $43.73?
Yes.
Okay, let me just go through the list. Here you can see the receipt of everything I bought. So you can see there's still stuff in my cart. This is the extras. So that was the sour cream. These are the sardines. This was the cheese, the heads of cauliflower. These are the eggs. This was all the taco. There's so many different kinds of taco seasoning. Like, I looked through all of them. I was trying to, like, not spend too much on it. Although I would have liked to get a big carton like she had, but honestly, I couldn't find one, which again is surprising given the Latinx community here. Or I guess maybe they don't use taco seasoning. I ended up getting this one. The Taco Bell taco seasoning was a little cheaper, but I didn't trust it as much as McCormick, so I ended up getting McCormick. They did have this one of taco seasoning. They had fajita seasoning. And here is the price of the chili beans again, since that was in my extras receipt. So I just included it again here at the end. This was the milk, which, like I said, was on sale. And I got one more white onion, like I said. Just going through the onions again. And so here you could see a little bit more clear, $41.40. That's how much I spent on the extras. Here is the receipt. So, second note, we do not have a slow cooker, so I used a modified recipe for the Instapot for the salsa chicken and a recipe for the cauliflower rice. I'll link both in the description as well as include links to Miss Pacheco's original video and her links to her recipes in the new cookbook. And these are not affiliate links. Here you can see how much is a tablespoon of the taco seasoning. So I'm not sure if you can see, but I have a bit left of the taco seasoning. maybe about another tablespoon. And I did get the less sodium kind. So there, I'm not sure if you can see how much is left. Here's the chicken ready for pressure cooking. Honestly, this was such an easy recipe to make. I would probably make it again, even though it's not amazing tasting. I might add some 5-spice powder the next time I make it. Here I am grating the cauliflower into rice. It's super, super easy. As you can see, one head makes a ton of rice. I'd say maybe it's a bag and a half of the frozen kind, maybe even 2 bags. I could have tried to keep going grating, but I thought that was enough, and I was tired of grating. So here it is steaming. You can see all the rice I need. Here's the salsa chicken all cooked. This was the pumpkin turkey chili. I'm not sure we cooked the pumpkin enough, but it was definitely cooked through when I reheated it. It was pretty tasty. This was the leftover rice after we served 3 adults. Some more photos and video of the chili. So that's here. So a video of the chili. Another photo of the chili. So the ratings, the salsa chicken and rice, I would go 7 out of 10. The cauliflower rice, 8 out of 10. Ground turkey chili, 9.5 out of 10. The verdict, my partner said the recipes are very healthy. Not sure that was a compliment. I was impressed how easy it was to make the cauliflower rice and how much cheaper it was compared to the frozen cauliflower rice, and how the taste compared to the frozen cauliflower rice. Of course, it's no comparison to real rice. The ground turkey chili was very flavorful. I did not think the salsa chicken was extremely tasty, but it could probably be rectified by adding more spices and or salt. It was extremely easy to make, so I probably would make it again. I think it was ready in like 20 minutes, which is amazing. So thanks for watching the video. Okay, bye.